Y'all have a great night.
All right, thank you for calling in, Phyllis. Much love, Phyllis.
I love y'all. I'm still listening.
All right, Phyllis from Virginia in the building.
All right.
Let me hit this chat for a second, Chief. They have no constitutional duty to serve and protect. You can Google it. This is true. The police department only came up. You really, technically, I'm gonna have my boy Ant Young come on the show one day, man. This brother is deep on the Constitution, and he told me the next time you get pulled over by the police, you have to be. He said you got to say it with conviction. But you have, I got my man RC from the great state of Minnesota in the building. Much love to my brother RC.
You ain't talking about no RC Cobra. Remember that? That's all drink RC Cobra.
Yeah, me and my RC.
Yeah, me and my RC. Yeah, what's up, RC?
He was telling me this, man. He said, I don't want to get it wrong. Well, I ain't gonna say it. He told me some stuff that you can say to the. He said. He asked ask the police. What? He's like, are you a peace officer? And he's probably gonna say yes. How have I disturbed the peace? He said even in a traffic stop. He said because traffic are ordinances, city ordinances. They are not laws. So as long as you go to court and fight them, unless they have proof of you doing it, you'll beat it. I have beaten every trial. I didn't even fight these last two I had when the Blue Ninjas jumped out on me. But the last time I went to court about a traffic citation, I went in there and I said, they asked me was I guilty or not guilty. The whole damn, it was like 35 of us in there. The whole damn courtroom either pled guilty or did their community service. Fuck that. I'm not doing no free work for y'all. Y'all can charge me $1 million for this ticket, but I'm not doing no damn free work. So I was the only one in there that said not. Huh?
That's just like slavery, man. Undercover slavery, man. Because who's out there doing the work out there, man, all the time? What do you see out there, majority?
Us.
Or either a couple of Spanish people, or
right.
You know, it's a shame, man.
Like my man Corey Holcomb say, the people who've been kissed by the sun.
Right.
So I was the only one in that, Chief, that said not guilty. Do you know they waited they said, okay, sit your ass down. They told me to sit down behind the police, waited till everybody but the officers left the damn courtroom, and then they called me back up there.
What?
Chief, these motherfuckers, this judge was damn near begging me to say, yeah, exactly. RC said I was in the courtroom like on the on Sanford and Son. They cleared out the whole courtroom. They got everybody convicted. Everybody took a plea. It was supposed to be a $400 fine. They took a $287 fine plus 30 hours of community service. I was like, shit, y'all can charge me that fine. But I'm sitting there not guilty. They let everybody go home. And then they called me back up there. He said, so what you plead? I said, not guilty. He said, are you sure? The motherfucker asked me, was I sure? 4 times. I said, hell no.
They tried to do you like the Central Park 5, huh?
Exactly. But one thing I had on me was I knew the officer punk ass who gave me the ticket wasn't in the courtroom. After they asked me all those times, I said, no, not guilty. They said, okay, well, forget it then. Officer, woo. Oh, he ain't here. Go home. Handed me my license.
What?
Handed me my license. It's a racket, man. It's a racket.
Yeah, it's definitely a racket, man. It's a big time racket, bro. You know, I haven't been to court in so long, man, to the point like I don't even know what the shit look like no more, man. I heard they had changed the courts now. It's a whole different system. But you know what? The day I do go, bro, I'm pleading no load on everything.
Hell yeah. Oh, another thing he told me.
Yeah.
Another thing he told me is never answer by your name. When they say, like, your name is X, Y, and Z, I want to get your name out there just in case the man listening. Like the time that lady called your show trying to sell you some shit. You told her your name was Cheif Rocka.
Right.
And he said, never say your name is Cheif Rocka. Answer when they say Cheif Rocka, you go,
Right.
I am here as a representative of Cheif Rocka.
Right. That's smart. That's definitely smart.
Because I went to court with him, and he almost beat this shit. And I know the shit is real. The judge told him, he was like, I do not honor this court. He gave some old long ass speech. And the judge literally said to Chief, he's going to fuck you up when you hear it. He said, you said everything right. And everything you said, I totally agree with. But you answered to your name. So guilty. No bullshit. No bullshit. I'm going to have him on the show, man. It's a good brother. I'm going to have him on the show, man. But he said, you answered the police.
His brother, man. Yeah, we definitely need to talk to his brother, man.
He said, you asked the police, are you a peace officer? Police officer probably going to say yes. He said, how did I disturb the peace? Oh, you ran the light. That's against the law. He said, well, where is the habeas corpus? The habeas corpus is the injured party. There is no injured party. Right. So how did I break a law and ain't nobody hurt? And I know for a fact, as a criminal justice major, I know this for a fact. The police don't have jurisdiction over your city or town. The sheriff does. That's why, low-key, huh? Oh, hell no.
Oh, you just studied criminal justice.
Oh, yeah, I just got a criminal justice. I got a bachelor's in criminal justice. Low-key, submissive can confirm what I'm finna tell you. Low-key, when the LAPD got reckless, did the sheriff department take over the Los Angeles law enforcement? Low-key will tell you. Low-key will tell you. When the shit got out of control out there in LA, the sheriff's department took over. The police technically they are security guards. For all legal purposes, they are a group of security guards that you submit your rights to every time you bow down to them. That's a fact.
Yeah, you got a point there. Definitely got a point there.
Because anytime something that needs to be done legally, when you don't pay your rent, the police don't come set your shit out. The sheriff does.
Or either the marshal.
The marshal. That's another federal agency. So, I'm talking about the brother on here, man. But let's move on, man. We got about 90 more minutes in the show. Let's talk about, oh man, wait till y'all hear this. From the bullshit section of the stadium, I want y'all to pay attention to what I'm finna say. It is sad as all hell. They took over and patrolled the hood. See, shout out to Low Key. I told you, Chief. The police ain't really real, man. Do you know the police was just invented? They invented the police to catch slaves. That's what.
This is my thing. We're gonna move on. This is my thing. Why you got four different branches of it? You got the city count, you got the county count, you got the marshals, the sheriff, and the troopers, right?
Right.
You got 5 different branches. Why don't you just get a whole fucking force of law enforcement and you put them in different areas? You don't need them different names. But they don't mean that because they're all the same.
But the police, they don't mean shit. If you know your law, they don't mean shit. But, like I was finna say, this might be the most heartbreaking story you heard in a long time. Since that string of brothers got murdered by the police in that 4 or 6 month period. There's a police officer in the state of Ohio who pled guilty to child pornography and is not going to do 1 day in the penitentiary.
Where R. Kelly at?
Exactly. R. Kelly that motherfucker have been arrested in 5 or 6 different states. They was harassing his ass in Georgia. They harassing his ass in Chicago. Now they grabbed his ass in New York. But a fucking police officer who, no. I said that wrong. A police officer in Madison County, Ohio, pleads guilty to child pornography and not gonna do 1 day in jail.
Either way it goes, they're not doing no time in jail. Either way, whichever, if he's guilty or whatever, and he is guilty and he ain't doing no time, it's still fucked up. That's the main point of the whole story. That it's fucked up that this man is gonna get away with it. And you know what's gonna happen next? But after he get away with it, he's gonna have others doing the same thing.
Exactly.
He's raking these women in jail. You know what I'm saying? You know, they already been doing it to women in jail, but it's just gonna get worse now. You know, these women be having babies from these correction officers and police officers. Correction officer and whatever other kind of guards they got in prison. Because I ain't never been there, so I can't say who all offended. I just TV show. You know what I'm saying? Because Cheif Rocka, that's one thing he's not doing. He ain't going to get locked up, man. I don't give a fuck. What the hell going on out here? Yeah, they can keep that shit because I ain't going nowhere.
Exactly.
I like freedom. Shit.
Yeah, man.
Good, man.
That's a damn shame. If anybody want to chime in, 773-797-2409. That's 773-797-2409. RC said, your goddamn Yankees, they must be winning in Minnesota again. That was a hell of a game last night. Watch that.
Yeah, we own them, man. You know what I'm saying? We own them. And they never get the monkey off their back. That's why I keep saying, y'all be pumping up these teams during the season. But when the playoffs come, that's a different beast right there, man.
Oh, yeah.
And, you know, we loaded, man. We loaded with a lot of motherfuckers. That, like the coach said, we got savages when they come to play. And that's what they're doing tonight. They just beating them down. I don't know why RCC's up there taking this torture, man. Forget the series right here, RC. Watch the next series when y'all play. You know what I'm saying? But when the Yankees, y'all play Yankees, don't watch them, man, because all you're going to do is pull your hair out.
Look like the Yankees coming back. You better hope low-key submissive don't say nothing about them Dodgers. That's a real fight right there.
Man, you know what, man? I'm about tired of those old blue and old blue. What do they call that? Baby blue or
Dodger blue.
Ugly blue or whatever blue it is. I'm tired of them motherfuckers. They made the World Series 2 years in a row and couldn't bring it home. All that money Magic Johnson and his boys spent, and they ain't busting a grape.
Damn.
You know what I'm saying?
And a
they
fruit
ain't
fight.
busting a grape. Yeah. And the little kid, you better go get with some of that old 8.
Oh, nah. You got to sneak some 8-ball into the stadium. But yeah, man, that's a damn shame, man, that these fucking people, you know, and see, this is where our community fails. We always, look, don't get me wrong, man, I'm not going to knock nobody else for voting, but we always voting instead of getting our money right. See, when you get your money right, as the great Dr. Claude Anderson says, you get your money right, it don't make a difference who in office, because you can buy their ass. You can buy their ass. You know what, Chief? We got to create a group for our show so I can start posting some of this stuff. So,
well, you know what, man? You know what, HRap? I'm gonna tell you this, man. And for everybody out there, man, I'm gonna make this announcement. HRap ain't gonna make an announcement, man. I'm gonna make this announcement today, man, because this is the Rock and Rap show. You know what I'm saying? Brothers gonna work it out, man. And these two brothers worked it out, man. You know what I'm saying? HRap, you know, all of a sudden, he became a free agent. And, you know, Cheif Rocka, I'm like Jay-Z. You know what I'm saying? I'm going out there trying to find some business partners. Go ahead on and make what we gonna have later. We got a logo that's going through licensing right now. Once the logo was licensed.